Mr. Lou Farley received his Master of Arts degree in 1985, and since then he has been teaching students with emotional and behavioral difficulties in public schools. He received his PhD in Counselor Education and Supervision in 2000 from the University of Wyoming. In this hour-long segment, Mr. Lou presents information on the 3 primary goals children pursue in the classroom environment. He also demonstrates methods teachers can use to guide students' attitudes towards positive motivations, optimal academic learning, and positive character qualities within the classroom environment.
Tashidale class. It's nice to see you. Thank you very much for your help in getting this accomplished today. I'm really grateful to you. When we are talking about functioning well as teachers, sometimes we are talking about helping misbehaving students to perform better, to learn better. So that's what our lesson for today will be. When we think about students' behavior in class, we can think of it in 2 ways. We can think of what is their goal in behaving the way they behave in school. What are they after? What I'm going to teach you today, Rudolf Dreikurs talked about, and what I will teach is loosely based on his theory, social discipline theory. What students are after is very important for the teacher to know. Rudolf Dreikurs said that students are basically after one or more of 3 things: power, attention, and safety. Okay? He defined power as the ability to change one's environment. Now, something Dreikurs didn't talk about is that we will talk about is we can consider environment internal or external. So to show you what power is, I would ask for 2 volunteers to come up. It is the ability to change the environment. May I have 2 volunteers? Please come on up. Thank you. Okay, if we look at this circle on the ground and think of it as a goal, that one of the students wants to stay out of the circle. That is the way she wants to express her power, is I want to stay out of the circle. The other student wants her to go into the circle, which is a change of environment. Who would like to be which? Okay. So, you want to stay out, you want to put her in. Okay? We're going to watch students compete for power. Okay? And when they compete, we will see who wins. Okay? One does not want to go in there, and one wants her to go in there. Begin. There is a lot of... Oh! Okay. Chuden showed more power than karma. And karma ended up in here, and the environment changed. Sometimes students will compete with teachers in the same way. Teacher says, I want to do a lesson. The student says, I'm not getting in that lesson. I'm not focusing on it. I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to put my power against it. And that is called dysfunctional rebellion. When a teacher is trying to teach and a student says, I'm not going in there, I'm not learning that lesson, that is called dysfunctional rebellion. Okay? Can we give these students a hand, please? Okay, dysfunctional rebellion. If attention is the goal, So a power is the ability to change the internal or external environment. Attention is the ability to have social connection. Social connection. Dreiker said everybody wants to be connected to a social group. I believe that. Okay. If students pursue attention in a negative way, they will steal the attention. If we think about attention like this circle, and attention will only be able to be divided so many times. If a teacher is lucky to have a small class, there are few slices in this pie of attention. But if the teacher has 30, 40, 45, 50 students, the attention pie, let's call this an attention pie, if it is being divided by 50 students, there very well might be one or more students who say, that is not a big enough slice. I am still hungry for attention. So what they do is they say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take somebody else's attention that they deserve. I'm going to act in a way that the teacher or another student cannot ignore me. And when that stealing of attention occurs, you'll notice the teacher oftentimes will be distracted toward that student because the student is saying, notice me, connect to me, but they're saying it in a negative way. It's a very large challenge for large classes with teachers. Security is the third goal Dreiker's identified. And he said security is really, we can think of security as a safety. It's a type of safety. Okay? And again, we can have internal or external safety issues. Internal safety issue. Am I okay? Am I safe? Am I comfortable here? Inside, do I feel okay? External safety. Is this room safe? Is this school safe? Is this environment physically safe? Is this classroom safe? Those are external examples of safety. Students will be concerned about both. Are my feelings safe? And is my body safe? Okay, are my friends safe? If a student decides that they are not safe, and they say, you know what, teacher, when I'm in your class, I don't feel safe. I don't feel like my feelings are safe. There is a very high likelihood they are going to then try to get revenge against the teacher. And the logic there is that, hey, when I'm around you, I don't feel safe. Oh, yeah? I don't feel safe. Well, now I'm going to make it so that you don't feel safe. And oftentimes that will come as insults or threats against the teacher. And we will see all of these today in class. Okay. Let's talk about the positive side for a moment. If a student is encouraged means that they are motivated and hopeful in their pursuit of power, attention, and security. They're saying, I think there's a really good chance that my needs are going to be met in this school, in this class. Then they tend to move toward the right side. When a student moves toward the right side, the encouraged side, the optimistic side, the believing side of power, it looks like competence. Competence is the ability to change the environment in positive ways for self and others. Competence is the ability to change the environment in positive ways for self and other. Recognition is a type of social connectedness that acknowledges competence. Paldan turns in her homework, and I look and I say, wow, Paldan, this is really, really well done. And I write on her paper, Paldan, this is exceptionally well done homework. I'm glad you spent the time last night doing it. I am meeting Paldan's recognition needs. Did teacher recognize that I am doing well, that I am putting effort into it, I am trying hard? Recognition is a very powerful goal. It's a very powerful pursuit for students.
I have a question. The second one.
Yes.
When we talk about attention positively, we need to recognize the children's, especially children's confidence and socially, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, there is a saying goes that I heard from some other people that we should be giving the feedback in private and always appreciate or recognize in public. So do you believe in this? Whenever we want to give feedback or want to advise, we should be doing that in private, not in the public. Whenever we want to recognize or appreciate, we should be doing that in public. So do you think that's the right one?
That is a fantastic question. Okay, that is a fantastic question. How do you deal with recognizing somebody's behavior?